Right.
It's not just food, healthcare is getting more expensive too. And in a matter of days, we'll find out just how bad it's going to get under Obamacare. Enjoy that burger and beer now, because in a matter of days, we could get some new Obamacare numbers that might make you sick. A slew of states are getting ready to update their 2015 premium prices. And if Byron York is right, it's not going to be pretty. Byron, welcome to the program.
Hi, Stuart. Thanks for having me.
How bad is it going to be on the premium front?
Well, it could be really bad. In a few states, you could see increases well into the double digits. But I think one thing we will see is solid, big, but not huge increases, because Obamacare has a provision in it that if you, the insurance company, raise rates by more than 10%, you have to make a regulatory explanation for it. So I think we're going to see a lot of them right below 10%, 9.8, 9.9%, and that's just going to be year after year increasing people's premiums.
That's not the way it's supposed to be, Byron. I distinctly remember there's $2,500 per family savings across the board. I know what happened, but it's not supposed to happen like this now, is it?
No, it's not. And it's going to play out all over the summer, because each state, each company, each regulatory agency has a different time schedule for releasing their 2015 rates. So as the midterm elections are going on, we're going to see in June, July, August, and September, we're going to get new rates at various times for various places around the country. So political candidates are going to make a lot out of this. And you're absolutely right. President Obama claimed that Obamacare would save the average family about $2,500 a year in premiums. That is not happening.
Now, what about, I think it's $474 million that states are going to spend, or the feds are going to spend, to revamp state exchanges. Various states around the country, the exchanges have failed. $474 million. Where does that come from? Who pays that?
That is pure incompetence and waste. Remember, about half the states decided not to build their own exchanges, so anybody in those states, they're using healthcare.gov, the federal exchange. But a lot of states, mostly with Democratic governors, did go along and build their own exchanges, and some of them have been absolute disaster. Remember Oregon? They had all those very cute little commercials about Cover Oregon. That's been a complete disaster. Never worked. Going to have to be totally rebuilt at hundreds of millions of dollars cost, all of it in federal money. Massachusetts has a big problem. Nevada has a problem. Hawaii has a problem. Minnesota has a problem. Maryland is a disaster. You've got a lot of states that are not doing very well. It's going to cost at least $500 million just to repair those states, not to build anything new, but just to build what they should have done in the first place.
Now, if you look at the overall cost of Obamacare, it was supposed to reduce the deficit. Is it going to reduce the deficit or grow the deficit? Which is it?
Well, it was supposed to reduce the deficit by about $1 trillion over 10 years. That is not happening either. So I think you're going to see that at best it's deficit neutral, but it'll probably increase the deficit significantly over the years. But the bigger thing for Americans is that it's going, for many of them, it's just going to be continued higher premiums, higher deductibles. I mean, some of those deductibles are really huge.
You have yourself a good Memorial Day, okay? We thank you very much for joining us. Byron York,
everyone. Thank you, Stuart.
All right, that'll do it here for this Memorial Day. I'll see you tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Eastern on the Fox Business Network with Varney and Company.